Barry, Season 3, Episode 5, titled The Shit Show, or Crazy Shit Show, something like that. We're officially in the second half of the season now, and it shows. The second half of the season has characters going into a place in which they will, I'm assuming, end up come the end of the season. I feel like the first half of the season more or less ended with last episode, like a lot of character arcs came to a close. And now we're seeing where characters are going to go moving forward. For example, Barry doesn't know what to do. He moved back in with his old roommates. He tried to make peace with Sally and then was kicked out. Fuchs is still doing his whole thing where he's just getting everyone Barry's ever wronged in his entire life to more or less rally against him. But Sally's show was canceled, so she's back at the bottom, doesn't know what to do, is really stressed out despite the fact her show got 98%. Didn't click with the algorithm, apparently. Gene is trying to make amends with everyone that he's wronged throughout his history in Hollywood, and he makes amends with one person, and then another person does not accept his forgiveness and just calls him out on his bullshit and says he's just doing it to make himself feel better, not that he's actually sorry, that his apology isn't going to give her career back. A more exciting part of this episode is that the Bolivians came and essentially shot up the whole operation, and then they stormed NoHo Hank and Cristobal's house, took Cristobal. NoHo Hank was hiding in a closet, and the person attacking them is Cristobal's wife, like his actual legally married wife. So that's going to be a cool conflict moving forward, I believe. NoHo Hank versus Cristobal's wife and just Cristobal in the middle. And Barry really knows how to subvert expectations because they're always introducing things that I never expect. For example, the soldier from Barry's flashback, when he was telling the story about when he murdered an innocent man while he was in the war because his friend got shot through the cheek. That character comes back, and he's a detective, and he's trying to take down Barry. It's a plot point I wasn't expecting. I don't think anyone was expecting, but I'm there for it. It seems cool. And the mother and the son of the very first person Barry murdered in the show, from the very first scene of Season 1, their whole plan seems to come to a close prematurely, it seems. They've been planning to kill Barry in retaliation for their father/husband's death. And the mom ends up shooting the son in the stomach by mistake, and they drive away. And it's kind of very disturbing to see because it just seems realistic seeing clumsy people who don't know how to use firearms and murder someone they love. And that mother isn't winning any Mother of the Year awards. It's really kind of uncomfortable whenever they're on screen seeing a mother and a son plan a murder together. Like, I could get just the mom doing it on her own, leaving her son out of it completely. And I can see the other side. I can see the son just taking it into his own hands to do it. But them working together is just... I'm not saying I dislike it. It plays for some good humor and some very disturbing scenes like I just mentioned. But it's just, overall, it gives me an uncomfortable feeling that I enjoy feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling that the second half of this season is going to be better than the first half. That's not saying I disliked the first half, because I definitely did not. But the first half was just very fast, very hectic, very chaotic. It was seeing characters out of their element, something that we're not really used to. Seeing just everything crumble that was built up for a couple seasons. And now I feel like the second half is going to be more or less rebuilding the foundation that we lost. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Barry, Season 3, Episode 5, titled Crazy Shit Show. Let me know what you thought about it. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you like this video. I talk about Barry. I talk about a lot of TV shows, trailer reactions, movie discussions, that sort of thing. And the channel's growing fast, so I appreciate all you that have subscribed already. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you do.